Hi guys, welcome back to Deepak's Daily Reading. I want to talk about Psycho-CYBERNETICS by Maxwell Maltz as I continue to work my way through this book. So a bit of a more interesting chapter. I think it was called Do-It-Yourself Tranquilizers that I don't recall. I can just see it based upon the image, but there's a couple of key comments within this chapter that I thought was really impressive. So ultimately developing what Harry Truman called the foxhole of your mind as a great way to alleviate or step away from stress, I think is great. It reminds me of a David Goggins YouTube short I watched where he was asked about rest days and days off, and he says, every time I sleep, every time I have some food, every time I'm in the shower, these are all vacations or staycations. I'm paraphrasing it now, but just reframing fundamentally parts of your day and or even parts of, for example, a run when I go downhill, or just within every activity, if we self-contain them, you'll identify through them a consistency of down moments versus up moments. So looking at those as being points of relaxation, and then just having a place within your mind, again reminding me of what Tony Robbins talks about in, I think, Unleash the Beast Within or Awaken the Giant, something to that effect, but about NLP and putting yourself into a prime state. So developing the foxhole of your mind, I think, is absolutely brilliant. Maxwell Maltz calls it having a psychic umbrella to protect yourself from the rains of the world. Relaxation is non-response. So ultimately, I don't quite know why I've written that, but the way that I interpret it now is that if you can develop the foxhole of your mind, which serves as a psychic umbrella to protect yourself from everything, the quiet room in your mind, then it's a great way to ultimately manage stress and to deal with any of the challenges that you face by being able to step away and immediately relax and recuperate. And it reminds me now where Truman, beyond certain times, would not deal with any of the problems at work. When he was on, and he was fully on, and he was fully engaged. But when he was off, and there was no diluting the two. This is obviously different from someone such as Elon Musk, who was all-encompassing and all out within work, but it helps balance out the spiritual thermostat. I like that phrase or expression as well. So this is making sure that you have moments of intense rest alongside the momentary rest that you can get when eating or in the shower. Or for me, probably it's when I read these books, I'm having a lot of rest and it's a bit more active when I go through recall. So yeah, quite interesting, and I think that's a really good takeaway for this chapter.